Robert Kiyosaki, author of personal finance bestseller Rich Dad Poor Dad, views precious metal as the best investment option next to gold and even the leading cryptocurrency Bitcoin. Kiyosaki believes that the economy is getting heavily doused with stimulus money, thereby decreasing the value of the US dollar. As such, there are three options to hedge against a falling greenback: Bitcoin, gold, and silver, the latter being the asset with the most potential, according to Kiyosaki. So in this video, we're going to discuss the best ways to invest your money in 2023 according to Robert Kiyosaki. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. 2022 was tough for most investors. Stocks, bonds, and even crypto plunged. But the worst could be yet to come according to Rich Dad Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki. The rising cost of raw materials, energy, and labor has catapulted inflation to highs not seen in a decade. Central banks across the world are hiking interest rates to tame inflation, hurting business prospects. In the near term, businesses will get squeezed between the high cost of materials and labor and the rising cost of capital. Going forward, rising prices of products are likely to hurt demand, thus adversely impacting revenues. Don't wait for the government, a financial advisor, or your boss to take care of you, he said. You must take control of your finances. You must get financially educated. Take responsibility for your life and your future. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the popular title Rich Dad Poor Dad, raising a warning that stock markets are likely to see the biggest crash in world history. Since a lot of financial assets have gotten cheaper in this market downturn, it might be tempting to buy the dip, but that's not what Kiyosaki is doing. Instead, Kiyosaki likes three real assets for protection: Bitcoin, food, and livestock, gold and silver, stating that gold and silver prices continue to plunge as US Federal Reserve continues raising interest rates. Kiyosaki shared that he himself is buying physical gold coins. Silver is out of stock, he added. Raising interest rates will kill the economy. Stock, bonds, and real estate will crash. About a fortnight ago, the famed author said that he no longer recommends real estate. In my 2022 book, Capitalist Manifesto, I stated Marxists took over the US in the 2020 election. Marxists will raise property taxes and impose rent controls as rising interest rates decrease property value. I recommend gold, silver, Bitcoin, he had said, yet Kiyosaki said that people should not consider their house an asset even when it's paid off. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now let's get back to our topic. To get ahead financially, Kiyosaki recommended that you spend money on assets that generate wealth. You can't grow your wealth if you're spending it on cars, clothes, and vacations. Bitcoin is booming, gold is stagnant, silver is 50% below all-time highs. Kiyosaki tweeted, "Silver is the best, lowest risk, high potential investment. Bitcoin has the greatest upside. With the dollar dropping, Bitcoin and silver are the best investments." Gold and silver. Precious metals, particularly gold and silver, have been a popular hedge against inflation and uncertainty. They can't be printed out of thin air like flat money, and their value is largely unaffected by economic events around the world. Robert Kiyosaki recently tweeted that the price of gold is $1,800 and silver is at $24 at present, with everything happening that could lead to a stock market crash. The prices of these metals could jump. Robert once said that he didn't trust the US and the government, which means investing in global assets is the best decision. An economic crisis in gold and silver. Robert has also been very clear about he invests in gold and silver. First of all, he's completely against going with ETFs or some other derivative of these assets. So the only way he invests is by buying physical gold and silver. He wants to own what he buys, and he doesn't put trust in platforms. Robert believes that ultimately the Feds will pivot and print trillions of dollars because raising interest rates too much will lead to a collapse of the economy. And yes, he's an avid believer in Bitcoin, just like gold and silver. However, with the rising inflation rate, these precious metals may witness pent-up demand going forward, driving returns for investors in IAUM and SLV ETFs. Bitcoin. Kiyosaki is bullish on the underlying technology of Bitcoin blockchain, which he thinks has a bright future. Bitcoin is also the leading and largest cryptocurrency in the world. Any gain in a particular asset class is most likely to reflect in its largest constituent. Bitcoin investors have learned the hard way just how volatile it can be. In November 2021, Bitcoin reached a high of $68,990. As of 2023, it was hovering around $22,891. But Kiyosaki doesn't seem bothered by the cryptocurrency's downturn. Bitcoin? Worried? No, he writes in a November tweet. I'm a Bitcoin investor as I'm an investor in physical gold, silver, and real estate. In fact, he sees the crypto mayhem as an opportunity. When Bitcoin hits the new bottom, $10,000 to $12,000, we'll get excited, not worried. Kiyosaki believes in Bitcoin for the same reason he loves precious metals, a distrust in our fiat money system and the government. I bet against the Fed, Treasury, Biden, and bet on gold, silver, and Bitcoin, he explained. Just last month, Kiyosaki tweeted another reason for his continued interest in the crypto coin. Bitcoin is classified as a commodity much like gold, silver, and oil. Most crypto tokens are classified as a security, and SEC regulations will crush most of them. I'm buying more Bitcoin. These days, it's very easy to tap into Bitcoin. You can buy Bitcoin directly. Just be aware that many exchanges charge up to 4% in commission fees just to buy and sell crypto. So look for investing apps that charge low or even zero commissions. Food and livestock. Kiyosaki notes that prices of food are going up amid shortages in supply. He advises investors to pay attention to his asset class as demand for food will always remain. He has invested in livestock as well. However, it'll be difficult for a retail investor to own farmlands and carry out farming. They may look for companies focused on food processing and livestock farming to add them to their portfolio. The dairy products market within the broader food sector was ranked within the top 7% of the Zacks universe, reflecting strong prospects for the industry. Lifeway Foods, LWAY, is a dairy product company that gave a positive return from December 2021, and even as the S&P 500 and other major indices plunged. Demand for LWAY's products drove a 15.5% growth in revenues in the first half of 2022 compared with a year-ago period. Lifeway Foods is likely to gain from any improvements in business dynamics as expected by Kiyosaki. Even though Robert Kiyosaki has given investment advice multiple times, he also told his followers another important thing. One cannot be dependent on their investments for income. Buying gold, silver, and Bitcoin is not to make money, but to protect it. So it's important to focus on building or starting a side hustle to generate income. You never know if your side hustle will grow into something big like Amazon in the next 10 years from now. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment with your thoughts below if you like this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we'll be back soon with another video just for you guys. Until then, take care, stay safe, and be happy, guys.